Got a big race coming up.
Got a training arc.
Got to lock in. BEERIO Season 2 coming soon in February.
February League.
Just do your own thing, and I'll do mine.
Just hit his head on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So I didn't know Josh was Black Yoshi. He's my favorite to win, but right here to my right,
Dry boner.
Dry Boner is my second favorite.
We're not dry bones around here. Dry boner only. You know how it is.
No shade being thrown here, but
Hey,
how can you pick any other favorite than Wiggler? Absolute dominance out of the first 2 races.
guys, we're running back DK Mountain. It was the first race in the first Grand Prix. Now it's the third race in the second Grand Prix.
Let's see how these guys would match against the first Grand Prix racers. Water is going down.
I'll drink some water too. From
Black Yoshi with a quick lead there.
I'm honestly
Through his absolute water inhaling. I wouldn't be surprised if this kid has gills.
It's like he's basically breathing the water.
He's breathing it in.
at this point. All right.
DK Mountain, you know you got to look out for the edges. There's some tight turns down the mountain. You fall off, you are throwing yourself in a deep hole that you do not want to, that is going to be hard to dig yourself out of.
And I do want to say that the Wiggler, who was our previous favorite, he's in 12th right now. Just took 7th. He had a big little run there, but he's not doing too well right now. Once again, a lot of race left, but Wiggler is struggling. Oh, he got a bullet.
7th place with a bullet in hand.
He got a bullet.
Not a bad place.
And there he
to be.
goes. And there he goes.
And he is showing why.
There he goes.
Taking off down these tight turns like it's nothing.
Holy shit, he took 4th.
And a star in the pocket for it. Doubling up on his items. He's invincible, running people over, putting through the ranks here. Blue shell in hand, gonna help out just as much.
Oh, Black Yoshi with a great play. Deflects the blue shell.
There you go, flex back to back.
I mean, Black Yoshi is playing out of his
Kid's playing, defending his lead.
fucking mind.
Defending his lead like 300 Spartans against Persia at the moment.
It's a great reference, Jimmy.
Oh, thanks for my reference. Shout out, guys. Appreciate it. No, I'm gonna.
All right.
Yeah, I think after this Grand Prix.
So once again, we have Wiggler taking 3rd. We have Black Yoshi in 1st, and we have Dry Boner just took 1st. Holy shit. Dry Boner, never mind.
Offensive. I think it might be the first offensive speaker we've seen.
Offensive speaker is rare to see, but
in the first place position.
Yep. Offensive boombox is rare to see, but he got it done. And now we're on lap 3. This is where it really matters. We got 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. No computers matter right now. So this is big.
Little sleeper here to take a look at is the Wiggler. We know he has been dominating, and I hate calling him a sleeper because he's in 1st place, but currently in 3rd for this specific race. Kid's got them 2 mushrooms.
Yep.
3rd place, visualizing. In sight, he has 2nd and 1st place. 2 other players here.
Look how long and
He's got the mushrooms for the aggression. He can hold off to the end. Blue shell on the way, coming at 1st place with 2 boomboxes to defend. So
Dry Boner with a great defense.
he had the defense with the speaker.
There's a Wiggler. Great.
Wow. Offensive. Oh, it's coming down the room. What? We're going to need a VAR on that.
Dry Boner with the fucking win.
Wow. I would love to see an instant replay of that finish.
And Sneaky Black.
Wow. It doesn't get any more exciting than that,
The
folks.
standings.
Let's check how everybody is ranking throughout the full Grand Prix thus far.
Let's guess who's first. We got the Wiggler at first. But then, sneaky, guys. I like to say sneaky because he's been there, but he hasn't been the top of the conversation. We got Dry Bones.
Dry boner.
Dry Boner in 2nd.
Not one to play with.
Not one. He came in. And, I want to give it to him. Lemmy, who is getting smoked. Lemmy is now 4th. So, listen. Correct. This is a great Grand Prix. This is a great Grand Prix, and Lemmy is making it interesting. Like, Lemmy is making it very interesting because he was getting rinsed the whole time, and now he's right there.
Guys, I hate to sound like a broken record here, but once again, it is anybody's game. One race to go, 5-point difference between first and second. This is going to be one to watch. And on top of that, we are currently joined by our first place finisher of the first Grand Prix, already locked in for the All-Star Grand Prix. We got Big Kev. Big Kev, bring it in. How are these guys looking compared to your Grand Prix?
You know, I see some good competition. Wiggler looking really good out there. He's kind of playing like nothing matters, you know. But to be honest, not that worried about these folks. These cats are not as cool as I think. So it's looking like a competitive match for sure, but I think I could still clear and get first.
We love to see that. Always calm, cool, and collected from Big Kev here. He's put on an absolute stud performance in that first Grand Prix. I would expect nothing less from anything coming in the future. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. We're going to be jumping into the final race here. I would love to see some predictions from you guys. Maybe we'll run a poll, or you just send it in chat. Send it up. Light it up. I want you to spam your favorite for the victory.
What is it?
All right, Josh just bit my fucking head. Josh just fully bit my head. Holy fuck. I'm not even gonna talk about how that made me feel because it's more positive than you probably expect. I haven't been sitting here for a minute yet. I don't even know what that means. But from what I've heard, this game has been insane. I know I've been absent for a little bit because I've been letting them just rock with it. I've been letting James and Nick take over because I want to give everybody a chance to get some good commentating in. I feel like everybody's locked. We're going into the final. It's going to be ridiculous. I might have to take out the dome piece, air it out a little bit. Fuck.
He's officially giving a disadvantage to Kevy by blinding him before his final.
Really blinding him with the. You can see that shine off the top of that. But
Quick question, Ant. I would love to do a little bit explaining on these socks you got wearing out right here. You got some crazy things going on there. I need a little bit of an explanation on it.
you're not the first person to ask me that question tonight, James. I will say the Cheetos socks I mentioned earlier, and I'll mention it again for anyone that missed that, any late arrivals. I wanted to intimidate the competition because I said, imagine getting beat by a man in a full green tracksuit, a pickleball hat, and Cheetos sponsored socks, Chester Cheeto. How would you feel about that? You wouldn't be too happy, would you?
Racers are
Question your life.
The racers are assembling for race number 4.
All right. Looks like we got to get into it.
Yo, what was the lowest point total of the first 4 racers?
I don't know.
You guys get it wrong.
All right. Let me pass the mic. We got to get started. Passing it back to James. Nick.
I believe I'm getting back joined in by my co-host. Kid had to do a quick pit stop, refill the tank. We're about to jump in to the final race of the Grand Prix.
Very exciting here.
Tight
It's
at
at
the
the
top.
close game. It's very exciting. Anyone could lose probably except the Wiggler. The Wiggler's probably got locked up. But anyone except the Wiggler, they're on the chopping block.
Remember, guys, it is the top 2 places that advance to the All-Star Grand Prix.
Wiggler's probably got a place in the final.
Wiggler has to do very bad here.
If he comes in last, all right, it's a
place to
not
land.
happen.
Yeah.
But the other 3, it's all up for grabs.
I love this.
Can get
There is
weird.
not. This is why we watch, guys. This is why we do it.
Get really weird.
It is all about the competition.
Actually, matter of fact, let's talk to Dry Boner, who I think you took set.
Boner. He's making a comeback.
Yeah.
We love
I
it.
don't like I don't like discrediting the commentators right here, but I came in first that race.
No, that's
What's
what
up?
I'm saying.
It was the last.
Cool.
Thought you were saying. All right, my bad. I'm retracting statements. Formally apologize to my commentators right here, right on the spot. Shake my hand. Shake my fucking hand. On God. Shout out Burger King guy on the plane. We know, y'all know what I'm talking about. But
You gotta respect a humble man that can admit when he's wrong.
yeah. Put down the mic. Hold up. We're about to lock. I gotta pick up my beer of anything, but I mean my water. My water.
By the way, folks, he meant water. He's just confused. It's called BEERIO, but
I'm drinking so much water tonight that I just mix up the liquids.
Green
You know.
is all fucked up from the
You didn't fucking pick Coconut Mall.
We're good.
We're good. Sorry.
Who for what?
Who picked the men?
We're doing a petty. Guys,
Absolute blunder, choking the coconut ball pick. One of the greatest maps ever, I believe. Always those escalators, looking out for which one's up, which one's down. But we're gonna head to Paris instead.
My heart is racing.
let them know that only the fellas.
I've never been to Paris before, but I've showed Nietzsche the Eiffel Tower a couple of times with a friend. We're just here to have fun. Look, see, I just showed it to you again, the Eiffel Tower. There you go.
Showing me that, James. I appreciate it.
Paris Prom and Grade. This will be the first time I'm seeing this map, along with a lot of you viewers. So maybe we'll have the same ideas. Let's say what we see. What are we thinking?
So, James, who do we like here?
Boy, you can never rule out Wiggler. Deciding to do a little jump in the beginning. I'm not sure on that. Ruling. Sure not ruling. The refs were using their CNI stick there, so we're gonna ignore that. But a quick takeoff from Lemmy. He got started out off the rip, looking good. I'm seeing no dominant items thus far. No bullets coming out. A lot of mushrooms, a star, nothing crazy. Keeping it casual off the rip. They're going into their first main part of the race. It's getting double boxes. This is where it's going to get messy.
It's getting serious here.
Now here, I would love to see an absolute comeback from Black Yoshi. I know he's your favorite. He's been looking solid.
Right. So Black Yoshi obviously been my guy the whole time, but I do have to show some love to Lemmy. Lemmy is the underdog here.
Total underdog.
He's not doing well.
The drift ability. Shout out Kib.
All right.
He's down, but not out.
Yeah, right. So actually, host of the show, who is your favorite? Host of the show, who's your favorite to win?
We would like to pick your brain about who's your favorite here.
Well, it's tough because obviously my first inclination is to say myself since I am in the final.
No, just for this
Singularly this Grand Prix.
Oh, in particular, I think I would really like if BigMacFlax, aka Tommy McIntyre, and Kiby, and if Kiby won. If Tommy and Kiby win this, I'd be very happy.
He's talking about both Dry Boner and Lemmy there.
Correct.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, nice little
Now let's just give an update. We're already on lap 3.
Lemmy in third place used his speaker to blow away the blue shell,
But
he
now,
wasn't in first.
bad play. He got nervous.
The guy's ahead of him. Absolute blunder.
Hey, that's just a selfless play from Lemmy. It's just selfless.
That was just poor play. This game is every man for themselves.
You can't be
have to
selfless.
be cutthroat.
Correct.
You have no friends when they're in the cart next to you.
Correct. So now just a little update. We're already on lap 3. This race is going quick. And guys, guess who's in first? It's fucking Dry Boner in first. This is not what a lot of people expected.
Listen,
But-
Boner's in first, but they're coming up. If you take a peek at
Holy
this
shit.
map here, it is super tight. Lemmy laying a little bit behind, but we know that that's how he likes to
In first, Black Yoshi in second, Wiggler in third, and Lemmy unfortunately.
It's over.
Lemmy unfortunately.
Second. It's over. Wow. What a finish.
Wow.
First place, you were taking
Dry Bones in. Yeah, they both won though. Dry Bones and Wiggler take it tied. They tie for
I'm
first.
blown away. I am blown away.
This
What an
is amazing.
absolute stud performance. I have never seen anything more exciting than a finish like that. We got people coming from the bottom to the top. We got people going home. We got people advancing to the finals. This is crazy. Gentlemen, we have Mr. Tommy here on the Dry Boner, and we have Mr. Charlie on the Wiggler. Top 2 performances. You're both advancing. You're both advancing to the All-Star Grand Prix. How we feeling, and what's our thoughts going into the next one?
All I gotta say is I love my mom, love my whole family. Shout out Pop, shout out sister, yo. You're my rock, yo. I wouldn't be here without y'all. When we really think about it, it's a lot of water being drank tonight, you know? A lot of fucking water being drank tonight, and we got a lot to fucking... The item disparity was good this race. I made sure to pick the 3 bananas strategically to make sure that no motherfuckers are getting bullet bills and above 5th place. It's kind of crazy saying that, but it's the truth. You got to make sure the item disparities are there. Going into this next race, I'm locked the fuck in. I'm locked the fuck in for the next Grand Prix. I'm gonna go home, listen to my pregame music, and I'm just gonna tap into my inner Mario Kart and make sure my dry boner is prepared, hard, and ready to go. Dry as hell. God.
Wigler, you're in first there. You drop one place, but you're still advancing. You're in just as solid a position as anybody else in that final thing. It's a fair game. What's your strategy going into the finals?
Job's not finished. Job's not finished. It's an even playing field. I'm locked in. I'm dialed in. I'm hydrated. Job's not finished.
Thank you.
I love to hear that from the kid. Some people got it on talent. Some people got it on hard work. From that alone, you know what Charlie is made out of. That Wiggler is here to stand strong.
I just have one thing to say real quick. I'd like to apologize to all the fans of Kiby. I definitely did not bring my A game today. I definitely brought my C or even level or D level game today. I really did not play well, but good luck to those going forward, and best of luck to BigMacFlax. He did really well to get to this position right now, and I hope he can come out with the victory.
Gotta love seeing that kid. Kiby always keeping his head high, staying lighthearted for everybody, looking to the future.
James, you're gonna need to stay to commentate the final because the others are gonna start playing poker. So, you guys, I know James is gonna go home. However, because he's dedicated to the pod, he's dedicated to us. He's gonna stay to commentate the final race. Probably the most important job, the most important commentation of all is this one. So he's gonna have to go absolutely insane for this, and we know that he'll lock in because James always does. He's the king of locking in. I know the story about Jimmy's mopping barely conscious. I know that story. That's the definition of locking in. R.I.P. Jimmy's unfortunately not around anymore. But the final four that we have for this tournament are myself, Charlie Contini, CEO of Kiby Clothing, Tommy BigMacFlax McIntyre, COO of the Internet Safe Space, promoted today. He's now my center of operations. And then hashtag my friend Kevin. Nick, why don't you say a little something about this Final Four? I want you to give your prediction on who's winning this, because the audience is going to have to start voting on who they think. I mean, I let them pick in the beginning who they thought would win the whole thing, but I'm going to do an updated poll as well for the Final Four. Yeah.
Picks might be. All right, so listen, after commentating this exciting Grand Prix, my favorite unfortunately didn't make it. Black Yoshi, I loved him. He was looking really good early, didn't close it. If I got to pick, we got Ant as Waluigi. We got Kevin as the Villager. We got Charlie as the Wiggler. Really sneaky. I really like the Wiggler. And we got Tommy as Dry Bones. It's tough, guys. I mean, from what I've seen, from what I've played against, I think my pick for number one might be the Villager, guys. He's been frying the Villager. It's just who we think is gonna win.
Who is the Villager?
Kevin. I personally played against. Yeah, I played against Kevin. He just had his way with us badly.
He's not here to play games.
Not at all.
Take home
Honestly,
victory.
right now, I think I could predict the order. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going Villager number one, followed by. You know what? I'm gonna switch it up. Oh, fuck.
There's another guy.
Let me think about it now. Now I'm actually second guessing.
I can give you my top.
All right, go. Now I gotta think about it.
My top one, my pick for the final victory.
Yep.
Gotta stick my boy the Villager. I mean, not the Villager. I'm sorry, the Wiggler. The Wiggler.
I like that.
I love the way the Wiggler is playing. He likes to take his lead and hold that lead.
Right.
He does not leave a lot of room for error.
What we could agree on is that probably top two is Wiggler and Villager.
Now, keep in mind,
they've asserted dominance.
Wiggler did not place first in his Grand Prix.
Which is interesting. They
He
tied.
did get overtake. He
They-
did. Oh, yeah,
they
tied.
tied.
They tied. I
Which
keep
is
forgetting next instead of doing the
Because
top.
that means Dry Bones is a sneaky contender.
Sneaky,
Really sneaky.
to say the least.
But also, we're not showing respect to the host himself.
Love the kid to death. Zero faith.
So if I were to give my top four, it would probably be Fuck. It'd probably be Villager #1. I just have to give it to him.
That's a respectable choice.
Then you know what? I'm gonna switch it up. You know what I'm gonna go? I'm gonna go Dry Bones #2.
A little Cinderella.
I'm gonna even get
Cinderella.
I'm gonna get even crazier. I'm gonna put Wiggler last.
Wow. Okay.
Wiggler's gonna break down here. He just drank a lot of water. He's gonna have to drink a lot more. His tummy can't hold all the water. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go Villager, Dry Bones, Waluigi, Wiggler, and last. I don't have faith in this guy, bro.
I just saw.
I don't have faith in the Wiggler. His tummy's full
All
of
right.
water.
Now, contrary to your thoughts,
Exact.
hey
Guys,
hey,
chat,
contrary.
you have to think about it. They have to go right into the final.
That is tough.
You gotta think
But
about it.
but you're already in that mindset. There's no icing the kicker on this.
Correct.
To say they're locked in. They're ready to go. They're feeling it out.
All right, Nick, cut the commercial break.
All right,
We're going to commercial.
we're going to a quick commercial break.
I got it.
Let me just set this just right. All right, 70 degrees. Hopefully the heat coming in a second. I already feel it already. Follow me. We're going. What do you think about it? When you have a house, especially in North Jersey, it's well built, just got renovated, gonna have a lot of free space. And that means a lot of free space for a lot of cool air. So follow me, follow me.
There were so many people who dropped out because they just didn't have access.
Two people broke their arms.
We love a cozy home at the end of the day. We love to gather up in blankets with the family, friends, whoever. And so, follow me. Just follow me. Step right through.
Which, like, yo, me as a 22-year-old dude,
Bradford White Boilers. They'll heat the fuck out of your house. Unofficial, official sponsor of the Internet Space Base. Use code Kiby for 10% off on your unofficial, official orders on the Brad Space website. You'll heat the fuck out of your house and make you feel nice and cozy at night. Just think about it. You're sitting down with some chips, you're with your loved ones, and you're just chomping. Put a little dip in that shit. We got a whole setup right here. But this is actually from, take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down. This is actually from Well McCain. And so we got a little collab project going on right now. So we got Bradford and Well McCain right here, and they're heating up the house, the whole premises. We're in a fucking 130 square foot facility right now, and we're making sure the OBL goes live. So official sponsor to Bradford and Well McCain. They hold it up for us. They make sure we're nice and warm and nice and comfortable while we run the OBL. So shout out Natty Lake.
Shout out Devin for installing it.
And shout out Devin DePergio. He installed the whole thing. He's a real G when it comes to it. He knows what he's doing. So if you want to hit him up, you know the contacts, link in bio. He'll set you up if you want a nice, warm, comfortable, safe space for everybody here. Shout out the Internet Safe Space. Safe house, rolling out. OBL time.
We're back from our commercial break. We're about to start the final of the Internet Safe Space BEERIO Played with Water tournament. This is super excited. I'm really happy about the camera quality. Everything is super crisp. It looks great. I'm happy. I feel great. James feels great. Everybody feels great. James is sticking around to be our announcer for the final. It's a huge job. It's one of the biggest jobs, you know, probably the best job. And yeah, and he's, you know, as our official sponsor, we will say, you can unplug that, Charlie. Shout out Mudhole, shout out Jim Dandies. Get some killer ribs, get some wings. My personal wing order is dry wings, well done. You know, sauce on the side. Give me that buffalo. I know the secret of the buffalo sauce. I won't say it, but I know it. Because I asked James what it was because it's so fucking awesome. James, why don't you take over here? We're about to start. Here you go.
All right, guys. Ant over here was asking me earlier. He said he wanted you guys to be able to feel me. He wants you to know me. If anything, I hope this really does describe it. I am the friend that once I'm ready to go home, once I'm done, and you need me, I'll still be there.
Where's Charlie?
Even though I'm going to knock out in 2 seconds, I'm going to stick around, commentate one last Grand Prix for you. I'm super excited for this one. We got the top dogs. There is no people falling behind. Nobody lost. We've been here before. We're going to do it again. I would love to see how these players feel. I'm sure we're going to bring them in for interviews soon enough. We already hear aggravation out of Tommy. We're picking out characters, loadouts. We got, of course, we have DePurge back on the Waluigi, his signature. Nothing new there, but still winning. We don't know. Maybe there will be something new. The Villager, Kev, absolute dominant performance out of his first Grand Prix. We'll see if he can repeat. Down in the bottom left, we have Dry Boner. Nothing else needed to say. Dry Boner. And my personal favorite pick for this, the Wiggler. Charlie on the Wiggler, bottom right. Sadly, my co-host, Nietzsche, is nowhere to be found. So we're going to be solo here. No problem at all. I can go forever for you guys. Just for you guys.
Yeah, truly, he's dedicated to the safe space. I might have to promote
his commentation.
Especially if USA Hockey beats the shit out of Canada tonight. Shout out Canadians. If you're here, you suck. Nah, just kidding. We are going to rename Lake Ontario after we beat Canada. Snake pick. All right, we have our picks. We have our bands coming in. First pick, in place item, bomb out of Ant. I love it. This thing gets mixy. He likes it when everyone's packed up. He can spread out the group. He can take the lead with it. He can take more than one person at a time. Snake pick. And classic. Once again, Dry Boner worked for him the first time. Doubles down with 3 bananas. We know he loves them. Bullet out of the Wiggler, Charlie. Strange pick for me. I would have thought he went for the boombox, but nope, we got the bullet. But you need the bullet. It helps you make up for the mistakes, if there's any mistakes. Oh, golden mushroom. We have yet to see this come into play. We have yet to see it. I love to see the plays that get made with that.
I'm gonna pick Piranha Plant. All right, well, I'm next. I was just trying to get it right.
No, you have to go first.
I'm gonna go Blue Shell.
Okay, blue shell getting added. We love the blue shell. We love it. It evens out the game. No one can lead too far. Blue shells come into play. They take it out. Lightning, also a great comeback item. You can take out everybody at once. Anybody that's against you is now going to be affected by this. We have Ant coming in with either a pick or a ban.
Thinking.
He's thinking. There's a lot of items on the board currently, but there's still more if needed. You can either pick a counter pick, or you could just ban something you don't like. Boombox. Need the boombox. Everyone loves the boombox. Personally, not a fan. I think if you're in first, blue shell should be a blue shell. That is coming from a Wii player. But that will finish up the items. So, are we going to do it? Oh, he got edged with Coconut Ball.
We'll do it.
Everyone agrees on the first map, Coconut Mall. How could you not? What a great pick. What a great pick. Real trick here is going to be looking out for those escalators. Will they be up? Will they be down? Do not pick the wrong side or you'll be in a world of hurt. What? I don't know what. I'm on a microphone every week. I'm expecting nothing but entertainment out of this Grand Prix. We got 4 hard hitters coming to play. It's anyone's game. I'd love to hear if you have a prediction who wins the full Grand Prix final All-Star game. Who is it? Let us know. That's what.
You know what? I want to say something.
Brains. And we got our gracious host, Ant. Let's get a little. How you feeling about this Grand Prix?
Oh, I got to scoot forward a little bit. I'm feeling quite good, if I'm being honest.
It's again. Ellie, we're you for 2 seconds before I beat.
Yeah, go. James is going to take a quick break, and I'll talk while we wait for him. As part of our Jim Dandy sponsor, I'll say this for the audience. Anyone in the audience that correctly, and I'm not talking about right now, I'm talking about correctly from the very beginning of the podcast, whoever correctly predicted our winner will be entered into a raffle to win one free drink of choice from the mud hole. One free drink of choice from the mud hole. That'll be the win. That'll be for the audience. And the actual winner of the entire thing will be given the same reward. And that obviously will be covered by the budget for the internet safe space, naturally. Yeah. Let me just tell James what just happened. James, I was just letting the audience know that anyone in the audience that from the beginning has correctly picked the winner of this entire thing will be awarded one free drink from Jim Dandy's Mud Hole, which will be covered by the internet safe space budget. Along with the winner of the entire thing will be given the same reward. So 2 free drinks are being auctioned off from the Mud Hole, covered by the internet safe space budget, as per our sponsor.
And I feel like I kind of skipped over this a little bit. Due to the second round Jim Dandy sponsor, our victors both tied for first place and both decided to split the pack that they received from the sponsor. Very graciously decided we're buddies. No need to be fighted out for this. We're going to split it up for the water.
Pack of water.
Pack of water. Good pack of water there. But let's get right into this race if everybody's ready, or no? No? Who are we waiting on? Understood. We're just going to keep messing around with you guys. How about another trivia question for the crowd? Maybe, let's give an easy one. If you're smart, let's see if you guys would know who invented the iPhone.
Whoa.
Who invented the iPhone?
Good question, Steve. Good question.
Just throw them down in the chat. If you know it, you know it. And if you don't, we all think you're dumb. But it looks to me like we're going right into Coconut Mall. First thing I know, difference between a Switch and the Wii would be the escalators. You see a lot more visually which one is going up, which one's going down. Let's see who chugs the fastest, curses their waters. Waluigi just absolutely drinking hand and driving. I don't know what's going on there, but we're mixing it up. You usually expect players to finish their whole drink, but play around. And the Wiggler missing the opportunity of the shortcut right off the rip. Unfortunato. And Dry Bones using that mushroom to correct his mistake of going up the wrong escalator. Very impressive makeup for that there. Got clips being saved. Beginning is always my favorite part. The most exciting. It's pure chaos. There's shells flying around. Boomboxes defending. Bananas, bombs, everything you can want in a good Mario Kart race. Waluigi falling back into 11th, but the bullet should be able to help him catch up a little bit. Blue shells flying into first, which is not as an NPC is it currently in first, so that won't do anybody too good at the moment. Knowing the skill difference between the players and the computer is big. This is going to be a cutthroat match here. These guys are playing for the win and the win only. There is no friendships being made. Dry Bones in first, getting absolutely combo-womboed. Taking the lower route, which you don't see very often. Most people choose to go up top, take the glider route. But watch out for those cars around that back bend. They will hit you and they will ruin your day. You'd like to see that in round 3. Lap 3. Makes for an exciting end. Always change. You can never be too confident when you're at first, especially with these blue shells flying around every 10 seconds. But great counter with the boombox. Love to see it. Bomb in hand out of Dry Bones, leading the pack for the time being. Once again, Villager, Nick's pick. Do not sleep on him. He's keeping to the front of the pack. Dry Bones is building a little bit of a lead, but I love to see this out of the dry bones. He was down bad, and nothing but improvement from the start of his first race till now. Just been getting better and better and better. Let's take a look. I see Blue Shell coming in, but he does have a boombox to counter, so that should be taken care of quickly. Cars spinning around crazy. First place finish out of dry bones. What a play out of this kid, Tommy. What an absolute play out of this kid, Tommy.
First, second, third, and fourth. Jimmy.
He was struggling for a little bit in the first Grand Prix. Now taking first place in his first race in the All-Stars. Followed up by a Waluigi, by Ant, a Villager, by Kev, and Wiggler, my pick, in fourth. I'd like to see a little bit more out of him in the next few.
James, give another trivia question.
Another trivia question. Although we are drinking water here tonight, I personally am a big fan of beer. I would love to you guys to guess what is the oldest beer brewery in America. What is the oldest beer brewery in America? That is their slogan. That is their selling point. And if you guys could guess it, just like somebody over here might have, it would be very impressive out of you guys as well. For all you fanatic water drinkers, stay hydrated. We love it. It's just bread, and it's just bread in liquid form, guys. That's all it is. Bread in liquid form. We love bread.
Talking about water?
My trivia question was the oldest brewery in America?
Do you know the answer?
I do, but somebody did yell it out loud over there and got it correct.
What was the answer?
The correct answer is Yingling. Shout out Yingling. First American. That is what the Greek, the Norse god drank. And I'm pretty sure they like tricked Thor into drinking that to get him drunk.
Really?
Yeah. You got to catch up on your mythology.
Beat the fuck out of me.
Kratos beat the fuck out of Thor. We have our very own Kratos here. Comes equipped with a Kratos axe that is not within grasp at the moment. But we do got the next best thing, which is actually something we haven't gotten into. The winner of this Grand Prix will receive the BEERIO KART Trophy. Classic MCU Thor's axe. Groot's hand, made in the star, whatever the place that name was, where Peter Dinklage was. But yeah, the victor will take home with them this super awesome axe with them today.
And today is my birthday.
Today is my birthday.
Kevin, we're outside.
Clip? I don't think everyone just added to it.
This is my girlfriend.
And today is a very special day because it is my birthday. Shout out. Great reference out of you. Great reference. Because it's like the news clip is like, we're live, reporting live. Yeah, it's crazy. What a great reference out of you. We're excited for round 2 here. Currently, like I said earlier, Dry Bones. Crazy play. Sleeper pick coming in from a slow start, finishing first for race 1 in the All-Star Grand Prix here. We're all looking forward to see what the next map would be. Hopefully, it is one from the Wii, like you all know I love. That way it's better commentated, but if not, it's fine. We learn together. We're bouncing around piece to piece. We got a lot ahead of us.
Maps you see.
The Wii maps I see, of course, DK Summit, top tier, S tier map at the moment. Moonview Highway, that's a struggle one. Those cars are not to be played around with. Koopa Cape gives you a lot of advantages with that water. If you know how to get around using those in-map advantages, you can take over. What?
No, I'm just saying you're such a better commentator than Tommy.
Oh, no. Tommy is top A.
Or degenerate.
Yeah, but you need a little craziness in there. You need like someone who can toss it up. You can't just have a salad with just lettuce, right? You got to throw in everything. You got to mix it all together. You need some tomatoes, you need some onions, you need some peppers. You need a little bit of everything. And we all know Tommy, we know he loves tossing salads. So that's always a good thing.
That means
Another Wii map we see that is available in the Switch here is Daisy Circuit. Very simple, but that staircase on that first bend could really change the map for you. It could change that map for you.
fucking ball.
You better have a mushroom in that pocket. Exactly. If you want to know anything about Mario Kart Wii, I am your guy. Any of these guys here, they have learned that I'm not to be messed with over there. So confidence is key. Maple Treeway is another one that is available in the Switch here. That map can get very, very tricky. Those hay bales will slow you down, but they have the ability to throw out a mushroom, which can double your pace. But those winding branches are easy to fall off of. You don't want to get a hazard death. That will set you back very far. Although the Switch does, I've noticed, pick you up very quick, put you right back into the race. It is still a deficit to your lead. Top throw. I'd love to see some plays here. Maybe some, I didn't see any lightning come into play last map. I'd love to see that get mixed in. And I would also love to see a Grand Prix without a boombox, but we don't get to see that today. Is this your pick? You picked Maple Treeway. We love Maple Treeway. Wiggler should have the advantage on this map. His older cousins are holding the line. They don't mess around with family like that, I guess. So if he gets any hazard deaths out of the other Wigglers, out of Grandpappy and Grandmommy Wiggler, we'll have a problem. The graphics in this are looking phenomenal compared to what I'm used to. I would love to see you guys' predictions for this singular race. Not the full Grand Prix, just this race. Mine, I got to stick with my boy Wiggler. I'm not a fan of Charlie in general, but it's fine. Just kidding, I love him. We're going to start it out with the chugs. How the boys feeling drinking? Let's see. Kev, quick chug, done. See you later. Villager off to a start. Charlie following behind with the Wiggler. And Stillwater's left, but he's hopping in at the same time as Tommy on the dry bones. So let's see how they're doing. No one decides to go for the short crawl at the beginning, which is the best play. So these guys don't know tech. And in the beginning, it's good. It's strong to use that play in the beginning. It's strong to use that play in the beginning because you go through the terrain that slows you down, but gives you the boost as you get the box. So you get a lower place box while you're still in a high place. It counters out very well off the beginning there. But these branches here are looking a lot wider than what I'm used to, and it seems like the hazard deaths, yeah, this game really is made for children, huh? Dry Boner bombed himself off the ceiling. Still like the play though, because it did gain him a place. But Blue Shell sneaking up to first place. It will have a boombox ready to be defended. And he dodged it instead. I didn't even know that was a possibility. We're learning things as we go. Tommy is self-proclaimed amazing. So we're going to keep him going. I love the visuals on this map, gliding into these trees, right through the obstacles. Very exciting. We have Villager in the lead over to the Wigglers' little nest area, but getting red shells, allowing people to catch up. Oh, the red shells are getting passed around to everybody. Wiggler officially turned red for a moment. He is angry. He wants the victory. Multiple blue shells flying into first place here. I don't want to say anything too loud. I don't want to help the guy in first place out. I don't want him to know what's coming. But we can see how mixy that this race has become. And Drybones trying to make a play, getting pushed off the map. What an absolute offensive play. And the death guy just dragged him back into second place somehow. I don't know what happened there. Just got dragged all the way up the map. That is, we'll chalk that up to a computer error. Once again, I don't think I've seen one person attempt the shortcut, no matter what item in hand. So we're going to completely skip that. We're on lap 3. It gets real now. And still needs some water. Chugging it in the glider. Questionable if that's okay. Questionably if that's okay, but gets the box stolen from him. Villager, absolute steal from Drybones. Wow. I feel like Drybones has gotten a couple lucky breaks here. That's not going to last forever, though. It is okay to use them when you get them, but you can't depend on it. This map at the moment is going absolutely crazy. It is a tight game. Wiggler with his cousins at the moment gets lightning, but keeps his first place position. Has quite the lead. Should be locked up for the Wiggler at the moment. Home field advantage. Like I said, guys, Wigglers, they're a family creature. They look out for themselves. Wiggler, absolute dominant performance on Maple Treeway. Wow, we are joined back by my co-host, Nietzsche.
I'm pouring.
You're seeing the view. You're seeing the positions of the racers at the moment. How does this differ from what you predicted in the beginning?
Oh my god, I can't believe how tight this game is right now.
It is tight.
Holy shit. Let's see. Villager is disappointing me right now. He was my #1 pick. He's in last. But once again, it's a 4-point game.
4-point game.
What place am I in?
Yeah. He's tied for first, guys. That's
Follow easy.
unexpected.
Follow easy. Tie for
I'm
first.
sick.
Absolutely unexpected. Absolutely unexpected. Talk about home field advantage, folks.
So now, James, cut us to a commercial break.
All right, we're going to do a quick little break. We'll be back soon, so don't miss us too much.
I love the internet safe space.
Why is he staring at me, bro?
And we're back. Back here with your favorite host, Big James. And we're joined here by our current... What place are you in, Tommy? Okay, Dry Bones. Dry Bones is, to many of you guys, an underdog in this race. But to myself, I think he's here to play. He's been getting better and better and better as he's been going on. Oh, yeah.
When'd you start?
Just 2 seconds ago.
Oh.
We just introduced ourselves back with a doll of his character. We are starting to think there's fetishes going on here, guys. We're getting confused. I hope you're as uncomfortable as I am. All right.
No, he's gonna talk.
All right. Oh, he's gonna talk. What does he have to say to the people? That was, in fact, the doll, not Anne. In fact. So here we're gonna have some waters flowing. We're gonna have some shells throwing. We're gonna have some boom boxes booming in an exciting race number 2 in the All-Stars Grand Prix. We have some beef, side beef going on. We got a little cheese going on. No, we cannot show the water.
Show the water. It seems like most players want that.
Poland Spring. We don't want to give out any brand names for you guys. You know, we didn't have any official sponsors from any water company, so we can't show you guys the water because you might be able to see the water and be like, oh, that's Poland Spring, or oh, that's Fiji. But we don't want that. We don't want that until they decide to sponsor us. They one day they will sponsor us. When they find out that Kiby's involved, they're gonna come asking. And we're going to tell them you should have hopped in at the right time. They tried to buy our stock when it was high, not when it was low. So, yeah, the official longest podcast.
I can't believe the third race hasn't started yet.
That's a
right.
team.
Oh, right. I did say we're jumping into the second race, but it is the third. I am incorrect. I forgot. We did Coconut Mall and Maple Treeway. Taylor is most likely watching it.
Taylor, get a hold of James here. Get a hold of him.
Taylor, honestly, Taylor, at this point, I hope you're not watching because I will tell the viewers I didn't make that vodka sauce on Valentine's Day. I bought it from a store and told you I made it. So, love you.
And for the viewers, Taylor is James's wife.
Girlfriend. But we have an exciting map 3 here, and we have a
guest speaker.
Yeah, so we got some water cheating, you know, but I'm in third, or actually I'm in last right now, surprisingly.
the favorite.
Yeah, you know, the item selection this time around is not working in my favor. But I think these next 2 I could turn it around as long as we don't got no water cheaters, you know, a little skimping on the water that we got. But yeah. No.
The bellyache, everyone's feeling it. It's how you act under the pressure. Now, with the items at play here, how is your strategy going to change from the first 2 races to the last 2 races?
I mean, we still got the boombox in, so that was a good last pull from DePerzio, or the hostess with the mostest. But yeah, there's just a lot of different items in play. You know, we have we have more speed going in. We have more projectiles coming around. I think the tactic is not to stay in first, right? Towards the end of the second lap, second lap. You can't be in first. You'll get snubbed really hard. So I'm gonna try to pull the first near the end of the third and see what happens.
Interesting strategies coming out there from the villager. Personally, this is great. You have those boom boxes to counter. You have the shells to counter. There's a lot to work with. It's all about the RNG and what you get and how you use it. These guys all like to stay late and try to jump in at the last second. I like pure domination. This is not a game. It is cutthroat.
Who came first?
You take what you can get.
All right, who came in second?
If they let up, you step on their throat. We're going to go into the map selection for round 3 here. We have each player picking a different thing depending on what position you're on. Whether it's the icon, whether it's the row, whether it's the map. We're going to see how they do. They picked the Apple icon. Nope.
What is that?
We're speaking gibberish in the corner here. So they're running it back in Koopa Cape. I love this for you guys because you get to hear an experienced player commentate a map. Everything that I know, you will know. This is all about how you use the water, how do you use the in-map advantages. Inside of those tubes, it gets very tight. It is the best place to use your aggressive items. You want to use the map for everything it's got. You got to soak it out. We're going to get into the water chugging. Let's see. I'm going to look back and see with you guys, real time, who is dominating the water chug. Villager, of course. Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? Villager is well known for putting water away. But Lightning, taking away a lot of items. Absolutely zapping the item out of your inventory. Unfortunate for you. What are you going to do? Goombas, they're very small, but if you hit them, they will ruin your day. Drybones deciding to go for the jump. Absolutely blundering. Drybones in a world of hurt. Driving backwards, back and forth into the point. All the way back into 12th. The villager loves to take this lead. He is out front early. This water, if you know how to navigate the water, it will help you amazingly so. Drybone somehow only in 11th, but seems very far behind that first place guy. Villager dominating. Look how far out ahead this guy is. He is already at the Goombas, whereas Drybones is still in the tunnel from the last lap. Where is he going to do? I'd love to see a bullet or something come in his favor to try to even out the standings. Blue shells are flying out. Will there be any counter out of first place? He's only got a couple bombs, so he's got to get rid of those items. Try to farm up next ones. He might not be able to stop it in time. We'll see. My favorite pick, Wiggler. Keeping it consistent, playing with the water. He's getting shut down by a couple items, but nothing too bad. Keeping that second place, holding it off against his opponents. What do we have here? Waluigi, our gracious host, lagging behind a little bit, but will also help him get the items he needs to reclaim his top spot. These guys have really come to play here. You could tell that it's not over. And the Wiggler in first, even after running away from his seat in pure anger. I think he turned more red than the Wiggler himself. Dodging Goombas in and out, holding first place. Wiggler, keep up the good work. Stay strong. A cool head is just as important as your driving skills. I have noticed also the big shell structures in the water here where you see Drybones driving around are different colors. There's a blue shell home and a red shell home, whereas I'm pretty sure they're both green in the Wii version. We are on lap 3. We have a tight race here. Every single character is in the tunnel at the same time for this last lap. This is not to be messed around with. And I'm pretty sure it's an NPC in first. Well, overtaken by Wiggler immediately. Back and forth action with him. Should be able to secure the first place out of Wiggler. Well done, sir. Well done, first place. But who will get second? Who knows? NPC in second. But Ouija, Waluigi, sneaking back up to the ranks. After the last we spoke about him, he was in ninth, but finished third. What a turn of events. Villager dominating this race for the first 2 laps, which was part of his strategy where he didn't want to be and decided he was actually correct. This is not where you want to be. Ended up placing poorly. Wait, why did we skip the... Yeah, we skipped the standings here.
Charlie's in first, Kevin's last, Anson's second, I'm in third.
All right.
And it's like a couple point differential. I think it's like 2 and 3.
So I don't like to toot my horn too much, but like I did say, my predictions at the beginning, I held my boy Wiggler to a high standard, and he is accomplishing that at the moment. But this is still a very tight race. We have one more race to go in this Grand Prix, and it's anybody's game not to be messed with.
I'm feeling hydrated, I will say. I've had quite a good bit of water, obviously, and just to show you guys what we're having. This is ShopRite brand bowl and basket # not spons, but we do have good water on deck. We're all about promoting safety and accountability on the safe space, of course. What I'll say going into the final race is I could win. It's possible. Charlie as Wiggler has a very good lead, but I'm in a close second. I think we're about 7 points apart. I need Charlie to perform worse. If I get first, he gets second, he wins. I think if he gets fourth, I get first. I think I win in that instance. Third and first, we might tie. I believe that's how it goes. Shout out Luca. Luca's the man that really got me into BEERIO Kart, especially with water. He's a very hydrated individual all the time. Shout out Luca. We're going to cut to a commercial break because I know you guys are all excited for the final. Shout out Josh.
Got to keep it suspenseful for you guys.
So we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and I will see you when we get there. Very soon, very soon. Final race.
Good time for a Guinness. Come join us for the Nutley St. Patrick's Day Parade Saturday, March 1st. Oh, I think I might take you up on that, Jim Dandies. Jim Dandies.
Keep going. You only have so much piss.
Jim Dandies. Whenever I want some killer ribs or a killer beer or a $13 pitcher, you know where I'm going. Hey, can you put the camera up on my head? Nutley St. Patrick's Day Parade, Saturday, March 1st. See the bagpipers perform live while enjoying corned beef and cabbage.
We're back from our commercial break. Shout out our official sponsor, Jim Dandy's Mudhole. James officially sponsoring us, our first real official sponsor. Very awesome, very cool, very amazing, obviously. James is obviously commentating, and we're going to our last race of the final Grand Prix. Honestly, it's anyone's game. It really is. I think it's coming down to between me and Charlie for the victory, but depending on how well or not well that we place, it could be insane. I'm going to pass it to James to finish us off because everything is just fantastic. Here we go, James.
The job is not an easy one for some of these players here. Villager in particular, he needs some crazy placements out of the other players to be able to pull this one out. But on the other end of that, we have some people with a very easy road to victory. Wiggler, fucking dominating. I see things before they happen, guys. I can see them before they happen. That's why they trust me with this job. So we're going to switch it up a little bit for the final race. Are we? Am I doing it or no? How are we doing?
You don't have to, but I think you said it.
I'm pretty unbiased, right? I'm unbiased. I'm not.
All right, just do it on the DLC front.
Just, yeah. That's fine. All right, so we're going to switch things up a little bit this time. Instead of the typical way to draft a map, whereas each player picks a category, break it down to pick the exact map to race. Because I sponsored, I guess they're allowing me the privilege to pick the final map for them to end this race. And I think we're going to go into the Apple icon here. And we're going to go into something new for me and hopefully new for you too. We always like new experiences. Let's do some Yoshi's Island. Yoshi Falls is my best map in all of Mario Kart ever since the beginning. It's been there. It's been around. Absolute classic. They did a little twist, added some things, got Yoshi's Island. I don't know anything about it. We're going to figure it out. One piece at a time. Shout out One Piece. Guys, if you know what they're talking about, I hope you're a nerd. But we have the same items. We have the same players. We have the same scores. Let's get into this final race. Wiggler, going in for that extra bit help from the one out there. I'm pretty sure he was praying to Luffy. So this was pure intuition out of me, but hoping, according to these guys here, we did make a good pick for the final map to end this all out. Close it out. Starts with the chugs. Always starts with the chugs. Should be the villager finishing quick. Oh. Tommy with a stutter step. On the water chug. Items. I'm going to hop in with Dry Bones here. See how he's looking. Goes to the box. Lightning, direct it out. Big chickens. What is going on in this map? It looks like pure chaos here. The visuals are amazing. And we're going underwater for the first time in this full series. We're going underwater. You have not seen this before. I have not seen this before. Accidental pause. We got an oopsie. We had an oopsie, guys. Now we do not have an official referee here. So
I paused it again. I know, but how the fuck are we supposed to know who paused it originally?
that sounds like a line from the person who paused it.
No, pause it. You did not pause it. No. Go to resume. All
right. Let's give it. All right, we're just gonna jump into it. Go.
I'm gonna come in here for the last race.
Race. We had a little cheese go on there. We had an accidental pause.
So James,
now we just had to. You got to roll with the punches. If you come to play in the BEERIO League, you got to be used to rolling with punches. Check your feelings at the door.
So James,
this is anybody's race. Wiggler.
Who's leading?
Dominating lead right now.
Wiggler is dominating.
Wiggler, I think a top 2 or 3 position would still secure him the win.
I bet him coming last. I regret my decision.
Yeah, your top pick has been struggling. He's deep in the back.
I know.
Deep in the back.
Villager fucking sucks.
Villager's been struggling.
Villager's terrible.
But for this final map here, he does need a first place finish, and he does need a little bit of choking out of the rest of the players. Which, knowing these guys, they've been drinking a lot of water. Their tummies are full. A choke is not out of the question by any means. I like the visuals of this queen mushroom underwater. And the steep ramps you're driving up. Dry Bones, I like how they're still talking about it. You can tell who separates the strong from the weak. This game's about composure and skill. Composure is just as important. You got to stay calm, cool, and collected at all times in a face of adversity. The xylophone. We're gonna patent that name. We're gonna patent the xylophone road just for this map. Lap 3 has begun. Waluigi decided to not finish his water at the beginning, so once he had that first place, had to stop to drink it, and costed him his placement. The Wiggler is hungry to end this out in fashion.
I was doubting the Wiggler heavy, but bro, at this point, he just can't fucking be denied. Look at him. He is rinsing the comp. It's the 3rd lap. He's ahead by a lot. It's looking like the Wiggler's taking it the fuck home.
You know what, guys? I've decided to give myself a nickname. I am no longer James. I am the Oracle James because I see the future before it happens. Before it happens, I am the Oracle. I don't exactly remember who I had in second, third, and fourth, but I bet you that's right as well because I saw it before it happened. Finishing the race strong in fashion, dominant victory out of Charlie Wiggler Contini. Absolutely impressed from the stud, sliding into victory. Sliding into victory like he is a Brazilian scoring a girl in the World Cup.
Before we get the Wiggler, I just want to say I'm very upset that I doubted the Wiggler. This guy was fucking locked in. I should have never doubted the Wiggler ever.
8-point victory. 8-point victory.
It's dominant too. It's not just a little victory.
From choking his lead in his first Grand Prix to dominating the All-Star Grand Prix. What a turn of events. Composure, composure, composure.
It's almost like James here fucking called it. It's almost like,
Hey, they don't call me the Oracle for nothing. They call me that. Wiggler, let's get a little camera view action. Just the absolute Tim Tebow pose. Shaking the hands of his opponents. Humble in victory, humble in defeat, but we don't even have to worry about defeat tonight. This kid put on a performance of a lifetime for you guys. Let's hear his post-action thoughts. How are you feeling after such a dominant performance?
Who else would it be? Who else would it fucking be? I mean, if James was competing, I mean, his commentary is only second to his abilities. So I got to give him credit for commentating the finale. And, yeah, no, I'm just happy to be here, happy to win. And I'm most happy to get a free drink from this schmuck. Thank God. Shout out my moms, my pops. Shout out the Wii. Shout out the Switch. Shout out Kiby Nation. Shout out the Internet Safe Space. Shout out everybody, man. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are really what keeps the Internet Safe Space going. And yeah, I have nothing else to say.
Now today, your performance spoke volumes, not only about your skill, but your character as well. Completing a victory in dominating fashion and still being humble, complimenting others. You said after the first Grand Prix, job's not over. Would you say the job is officially over?
I mean, this is just the in-season tournament. Shout out to everyone who competed today, but look, this guy over here is still in first, so I'm coming for that crown. I'm coming for that first place. Had some poor performances over at the Mud Hole, and I'm hoping that this win will keep my trajectory positive. And shout out everyone who ran it tonight, but I know my main competitor, and I'm coming after that crown.
You can keep talking for the pod. Also, obviously, for the cam.
For the cam.
Talk about your victory here. Keep going.
Man, this is just unreal. I have no words. I'm gonna say a lot of words. Shout out Kiby Nation. Kiby Nation is the only reason that this was possible. We brought out all these people, all these competitors, and it was fierce, you know? There were some controversies, some challenges, but look, I said after the first cup, the job was not finished. I locked in, and I drank a lot of water, and look at me now. Oh, you did it! Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, he will be one to watch for future events in the future. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us after this. I look forward to competing against you in the future. Keep that head strong. Keep rolling with the punches, and you'll be in a good spot. Maybe one day to take this crown, but not today. So let's talk about the guys that you took over today. You dominated the competition, but let's talk to the guys you beat. Thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on the victory. And on top of that, you have won your prize, the absolute box. Congratulations. Confetti should be flowing. One of the most coveted.
Anyone that's been watching this knows that, and if you've been following my Snapchat story, Anthony DePercio on Snapchat for Internet Safe Space, anything Internet Safe Space related, if you want to go behind the scenes, if you win a tournament or you win any Grand Prix of BEERIO, you get a picture in front of your victory screen. It's huge. It's a major moment, and especially for tonight, I can't believe it. This is big for chalk.
Signature pictures are a big part of what we do. Let's see what we're working with here. Wow. That view. Magnificent. Kid raced out there today like Thanos himself would. Very impressive. Very impressive. You got to get the Snapchat. Phone eats first, right, guys? We all know that. Although we really don't want to see your dinners. We'll pretend like we do. I would love to pull the losers over here to hear their after-action thoughts. What could they have changed? What would they have kept the same? I would like to talk to my second place player first. The best host ever. The CEO of Internet Safe Space.
CE.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said COO.
No, CEO of Internet Safe Space. Sad second place here. Losing by 8 points. What happened? Where you at? Where's your head?
Second place in this tournament it's sad, really, because I think I had a real come from behind story.
Pause.
When you
Continue.
When you think about anybody watching this podcast, when they watch the first Grand Prix, which I participated in, my first 2 races were horrible. I got a 7th place. Everybody counted me out. Even Kevin was like, it's going to be hard to come back. And I feel like a lot of viewers were saying in their head, damn, I wish I didn't vote for Ant. He's not making it. He's playing like shit tonight. Then I locked in and got 2 first place. I had the performances of my life. After that, I said in my head, I want to do proud for anyone that voted for me. And listen, it might just be Francesca. It might be the only one that did. Shout out Fran. Amazing person, amazing human being, very beautiful.
Shout out, Fran.
Shout out Fran. Very beautiful woman. Thank you.
Switch at Fran.
Say that one more time in the mic.
Switch at Fran. Shout out.
On God. Beautiful woman. Very fantastic, obviously. However, with that in mind, I wasn't able to lock in for this final here. I got all my waters down, all 8 of them, and I made that happen. I think that, and this is what I'll say to end it off, because I don't want to yap too long. If you are locked in enough to put down 8 waters and still be coherent enough to still talk into the mic and be okay, because I know plenty of people that couldn't do 8 waters like that. You couldn't do it. So I think the feat in and of itself is being able to drink 8 full fucking water bottles. That's a full fucking tummy. Doing that and still being able to stand, to sit, and to talk into this mic, I know plenty of people that would falter. I know plenty of people that would try to cheat, and I know plenty of people that would lose. So you can say what you wish, but the next time you see me, I'm going to be on top, and that's it. Tommy.
You may be able to question the man's driving skills, but you cannot question his integrity. You cannot question his integrity. He means that seriously. It is no joke putting down 8 waters and keeping that straight. People get arrested for that these days, you know? Now, let's jump right into our 3rd place of the all-star bracket. Getting to this bracket is no joke in and of itself. And competing here with the best of the best. You didn't fall. You fell short of your goal, but you still played amazing. Where are your thoughts after that All-Star Grand Prix?
All I know is that it's only going up from here. You know, job's not finished. I really got to lock the fuck in. I got to make sure shit be right. You know, shout out Spider-Man Homecoming for this handshake real quick, bro. On God, we combined 2 handshakes into one right there. Shout out Internet. A little shake and bake. But next time the OBL comes into play, just know I'll be here. I'll be ready to fucking tussle. I'm here. It's a sad outing for me right now, but I take it as motivation, you know. This kid Charlie, he'd be on Mario Kart 24/7, day and night. He putting in the work. You gotta respect the grind, but at the same time, it's something to myself, you know? I have to lock the fuck in. I have to make sure I'm more prepared for the next race. And that's something I'm gonna take a lot of quality on next time. I'm really gonna make sure I lock in for the next race. And I make sure. Thank you. But
Can I say a quick?
Mr. Josh gotta say something.
Good game to all the competition. I think it was a very fair battle. Could have went either way. Sometimes that's just how the game goes. Mario Kart, blue shells, itemization. That's just how it goes. Either way, good races all around. I think it was a quality video. If you didn't stick around, shame on you. It's a long ass video. You can skip through the highlights. You know how to work YouTube a little bit. But either way, great video overall, great tournament. I got knocked out early. I'm not mad about it. I don't think anybody else is really mad about it. It could have went anybody's way. And we'll see you next time because it's only going to get better from here.
Mr. Josh, real quick before you leave, how are you preparing yourself for the next race? How would you prepare yourself?
More water. More water and more big booms.
Boom!
Boom.
So lovely, lovely words there from Tommy. He actually did tell me in a side interview that he's taking that picture of Charlie's victory and keeping it as his lock screen to remind him to keep his brain on the game. He wants to stay locked in at all time. He wants to prep harder and harder until he claims that #1 spot. Very respectful. All right, sorry, I had to cut the camera real quick. Technical difficulties. But thank you very much to those contestants. We interviewed the second place finisher and the third place finisher. We're on to Kevin now, who placed 4th, but still made it to the All-Stars Grand Prix. What would you have changed? What would you have kept the same? Where are your thoughts after that performance?
This is the All-Stars, man. This is the best of our league. But more importantly, these are the friends that we have. We all do this alone. This is like our thing. And you got to have respect for that game. I can't say I don't. But there's a lot of good competition coming out of here. And I did say Wiggler was going to be the one that I had to watch out for. And I got a little optimistic before with my sweep of a run before. But yeah, you get Mario Karted, it happens. I got love for everyone that's playing. And, for next time, we're going to keep drinking more water, preparing, hitting the BEERIO League, OBL, official BEERIO League, and hitting the mud hole with our brother James. So, thank you.
Kevin Villager, great competitor, great friend. What a good time. Thank you. I think that almost concludes our podcast. Next time in the OBL, I promise I won't just be a speaker. You will see me in action, back in dominating state. I talk a big game. I follow it up with my skill. But these guys are not people that you can sleep on. I do not take my competition for granted. I don't think anybody who plays did. A lot of great competitors, a lot of fun, a lot of water.
Don't listen to a word he said. This has been the internet safe space, the BEERIO Wario Beer League, Water League. It's been a great competition. This has only been part 1. We have many more parts to come. This is only just the beginning. Please stay for the ride. And this has been Josh. The other host cannot attend right now, but thank you very much for attending. And we hope to see you in the next time. So until then, have a safe time. Thank you.
Looks like Josh muted the mic. I don't know when he muted it or if he was just talking nothing but nonsense. Thank you for watching. It was a good time. It was a good podcast. It was a good tournament. We'll be back. We'll be with more, and it'll happen soon. Thanks for watching the Internet Safe Space. We'll see you next time. Enjoy. Oh, hey. Little bonus for you guys. Just because it's fucking fun and hilarious. Kevin's playing Smash. Let's take a look. Hello, Kevin. Playing Smash.
You distracted me, yo.
Oh my god. Kevin.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
That was an awesome fucking blooper right there. That was great. Oh my god, that was perfection. Wow. Okay, fantastic.
So good.